What's up everybody, it is Colin here, and in this video I want to talk about Affiliate World Asia. I just got back last night, so it's been exactly 1 week since I went offline with the videos to focus on this insane event. So I just want to give you a quick recap about everything that went on, all the craziness, because I've never been to Bangkok, so it was the first time in Bangkok and the first time at one of the biggest affiliate conferences in the world, and it was a great experience. So we flew out on Sunday evening. Well, it was like late afternoon, 5 p.m. Amsterdam time. And it's a 11-hour flight to Bangkok direct and then 6 hours time difference. So we got there Monday morning at around 10 a.m. Right, so we were at 10 a.m. I installed Grab on my phone, which is like a Asian Uber basically. And then we went to the hotel, which was at the conference. So we stayed in the Centara Grand Hotel at Central World, which is like a 5-star hotel. I was pretty excited because I've never stayed in a 5-star hotel. I only stayed in 3 stars, and of course it's a company trip. So I took Joshua, I took Richard, we got into the plane. We didn't fly business because the business is just not there yet. We flew economy, but still was a good experience. It was a row of 3, so we all sat next to each other. And we go to the 5-star hotel. It's an Asian 5-star, so it's not as crazy luxurious as in Europe or in the States perhaps, but it was still very, very nice. So I was very satisfied with the room we got. We checked in, there was like traffic for an hour and 15 minutes to get to the hotel. With no traffic, it takes like 20 minutes, so you can imagine it was a lot of traffic there. We got there maybe at 12. And they had our rooms ready, which was great because the check-in starts at 2. So 2 hours early, we could already go into the hotel. But I didn't sleep on the plane because I can't sleep on planes. So next year, hopefully we fly business, I can sleep. Because in economy, there's just not enough leg space. My knees are almost at the next chair. But on the way there, we did get an upgrade for like extra leg room. So it was doable, but I was still very tired. I slept from like, I think 2 till like 5. It was pretty intense. And then we went to the rooftop for some drinks. Like they have like a rooftop with like a restaurant, and then they have like a champagne bar on top. It was very lit, especially the first night. It was very windy, but we had some drinks. They were only $30 each. So that was pretty crazy. Gin and tonic, $30. Well, for my world, you know, maybe you guys are ballers, but that's like a pretty bit too insane for me. But the night before, when we got there, I was just so tired, so we went to sleep. And the next day, obviously, we had a really nice breakfast. The day was well prepared. We just wanted to chill, do some work. We had a lot of coaching calls for the mastermind, of course, prep everything. We ran into some technical issues, so we had to fix that, or at least try to fix it. And you guys might have seen my emails, right? I stayed up to date with the business, was just not going offline completely, but bringing all my camera equipment was a little bit too much there. Anyway, the day before the conference, we just chilled. I slept again like 4 hours in the afternoon. And then when we went out for dinner with Big Bang Ads, so we had a huge dinner, we had drinks, we had dinner. After that, we were supposed to call it a night, so we met at like 5 o'clock and we had dinner until like 9. Then we decided to do some partying, and the party was absolutely crazy. We went to this famous street. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but the parties were lit. We did like 3 clubs in total, very intense. And of course, with the guys from Big Bang Ads, it's always a blast. So that was a great night. I got home at like 4:30 a.m. The group split up in like 3 different parts when we took all the tuk-tuks. So it was pretty crazy. And that was the evening before the conference, right? So we had hella food as well. And then the day 1, first day of the conference, I had a crazy fever when I woke up. It was not actually because of a hangover, because I didn't drink that much all in all. But I just had a crazy fever. So I went to the conference, which opened at I think 10. So we were there like 11 something until like 2 p.m. Then I just went home. I'd done all the mandatory meetings I had to do. So we were launching the Dijs University, of course, and I went all in on the promotion of that. We had a couple of meetings with networks, advertisers, some big affiliates, closing some partnership deals, right? So that's what I did. I closed all my meetings. Everything was great. Had tons of coffee. I felt a little bit alive, but the fever was just killing me. I was standing still. I was sweating like crazy. So I went to bed. I slept like 6 hours again. Where did we have dinner? I think I just had dinner at the mall, the shopping mall. I'm not actually sure. I can't really remember, but I know for sure I didn't drink that night. So the guys went out, I didn't go out. I wanted to feel fresh for day 2, so I just drank hella water, had some good clean rice with chicken, steamed chicken that is, and I just went to bed early, which like midnight, right? I had to do some work as well. Can't sleep that early if you slept all day. So for day 2, I was super prepared. That was the day Richard got sick because the boys went out. They had some crazy food, and obviously it's a little bit of a risk always. So Richard stayed in. Joshua just slept almost the entire day. I was at the conference mostly myself, but it was great. I did all the meetups with the affiliates who wanted to see me. And if I didn't see you, my apologies, because it was crazy. I was with Zero Park, I was with Volume, Gotcha, Yep Ads, Creative Clicks. I was all over the place. I had tons of meetings and everything worked out great. It was a great time. The business was on. I took my laptop sometimes, sent some emails, had some coffee, had lunch together with the guys. So this is obviously Affiliate World, a great place to meet, brainstorm, talk with affiliates, because it's either product guys you work with or you know, or the other half is affiliates. I joined in on some talks. So there were some brainstorming talks, there were a little bit of groups of affiliates, there were presentations. So I watched a couple of those. I think I left at like 4:45 and the conference closed at like 5:15, something like that. So I was the last group to leave, and then everybody headed out. So I was just before that, pre the rush. But it was good, it was great. Then we... what did I do? I had some drinks. We had some drinks with Zero Park and Volume, so with the Codewise team. They took us to an insanely good restaurant, a little bit off the grid. So it was actually 5 minutes walking from the hotel. But the prices were just so crazy cheap. Like everything was crazy cheap. The food was crazy good. Quite a bit of people there. It was outside as well, so very nice ambience. And it was very manageable there, because I don't like the heat that much. Then the evening, everybody went out again. I decided to stay in because I'm a smart guy. I had some calls actually with the US. So with the US being in Bangkok, it's I think like a 15 or 16 hour time difference. And then you have to make a choice, business or party. And my team, I just let them go, live, have a good time. You're only in Bangkok once. I'm not really big of a party kind of guy usually. So I decided to stay in, do some business, chill a little bit. They went out to party. The next day, it was great for me. Woke up early. We had to check out at 12. And we stayed in the hotel for like 2 more hours before going to the next hotel. I had a little bit of issue booking like a second room, because we could only get 1 room and we had 2 rooms. So we moved to a different hotel like across the street, which was also nice. Had a nice pool. We stayed there at like the pool half the day. In the evening, we went with half of the Big Bang Ads team to the same place, the same restaurant. Codewise took us, and it was great. So the food again was very good. We walked around a little bit, then went back in the hotel. It was already late, and we had an early flight the next day. So we went to the airport like 7 a.m. and our flight was at like 12. But like the traffic was crazy again. So everything all in all went good. We had to wait like 2 hours for the plane. Had some nice paninis at the airport. All in all, it was a great experience. This is a little bit of an overview of what the Affiliate World Asia looked like, the expos. I have tons of pictures, which you might have seen in the Facebook group already, of me, myself, and the affiliates, you guys, of the group. Great for networking, great for business in general, great event. So I already booked our tickets for Affiliate World Barcelona, actually. So it's in, I think, July 2020, 6 months from now, 7 months from now. Great event. Very excited to see all of you guys there. Next year, so in Barcelona, we'll host our own event. So not the conference, but we'll host a dinner. So all of our main communications will go out probably in March already. For whoever wants to join, we have a whole separate evening for everybody to join. I think it's pretty good, taking things to the next level. I can really see how much value there is in these conferences, in these type of events. Ooh, excuse me. Because it's Yeah, it's really good for networking. You see the other side of the affiliate managers you work with the advertisers you work with. They party, it's crazy. Obviously, this industry has a lot of money involved, and people like to show off, do crazy stuff, and then the parties are always absolutely insane. So yeah, it was a good time. I didn't party that much. I'm sure I will be prepared for Affiliate World Barcelona. I'm going to bring a much bigger team. So I think this time was the 3 of us. Next time I'm bringing at least 6 or 8 people. So yeah, that's going to be a great time. If you have any questions about Affiliate World Asia, how the experience was or what we decided to do, drop them down in the comments below. I'll be back from today onwards with daily videos. So keep your eyes on that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.